Welcome everybody back into Nerd Sesh. My name is Logan, and today we will be evaluating and grading Jayden Daniels' Week 4 performance against the Arizona Cardinals. Before we get started, if you have not already, I encourage you to hit the like button, to hit subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. Hit that bell so you don't miss out on any future Nerd Sesh content. Jayden Daniels is off to a truly historic start to his young NFL career. He has the highest passer rating ever by a rookie quarterback right now. He is number one in terms of passer rating of any quarterback's first four starts in an individual season. He's number two in most rushing yards by a rookie quarterback through 4 weeks, second to only Robert Griffin III. And he is also generating some historically great offensive numbers for the Washington offense as a whole. Right now, through 4 weeks, the Washington offense is number one in offensive points per drive. In NFL history, the team in number two is the 2007 Patriots, and at number three is the 2013 Broncos, for context. And they're the number one third down offense in all of the NFL right now. They also have the third highest third down conversion rate since 2003. You have to find the 2011 Saints and the 2006 Colts to find teams with better marks. He's already playing at an MVP level right now, and through 4 weeks, I think Jayden Daniels probably would be my NFL MVP. It's close between him, Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold, but with what the team offense is doing, I think I'd give it to Jayden Daniels. Now, traditionally when we do film breakdowns, I do positive and negative plays, but because Jayden has been so great, we're going to do passing plays, we're going to do rushing plays, we're going to take a little look at his gravity as a player, and then we're going to get it in negative plays. So without further ado, let's get into the film.
All right, the first play we're going to take a look at here is fourth quarter drive number 8, play 14, third and goal. You're going to see Jayden Daniels throw a touchdown to Terry McLaurin here on this play. And the first guys that I want you to look at here are all the defensive backs on the field for the Cardinals, because I think there's either a miscommunication. There's definitely busted coverage, but there's either a miscommunication on this play or something of that sort. I tend to think that the Cardinals are dropping into quarters here where all of these defensive backs are going to take a different part of the end zone. And I think Budda Baker accidentally goes with Brown on this route, trying to take away his post. And McLaurin is going to come right back into the zone that Budda Baker is supposed to be in. Regardless, Jayden drops back 5 yards. Protection holds up well. He's got a lot of time. And the zone that Budda is supposed to be in, he just finds McLaurin sitting in that soft spot. This is going to be a theme of a lot of the tape today. I think Jayden played a great game against Arizona, but I also think the Cardinals' defense played pretty horrendously. But on this one, Jayden drops back, good protection. McLaurin wins one-on-one versus the corner initially, finds that soft spot in the end zone for an easy touchdown over the middle. And I think Budda is supposed to be holding down that quarter. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is supposed to be quarters coverage and not man coverage. I could be wrong. Either way, Jayden makes this look really easy, man. Right on time to McLaurin, wide open. Great throw and catch for an easy TD for Washington. All right, the next play that we're going to take a look at here is a few plays earlier on this drive where Jayden Daniels is going to connect with Luke McCaffrey for a 17-yard gain on a post route. It's man coverage. I want you to take a look at the single high safety look for the Cardinals. This is the most important. Budda Baker is the only guy here in center field. Everybody else is in man coverage. And McCaffrey just cooks his cornerback here. The second that Luke comes open, Jayden doesn't hesitate whatsoever. Look, scans left, works back right, sees Luke is going to win one-on-one, wastes no time to get rid of this ball. And this play right here showcases one of my favorite things about Jayden is just, one, his processing, how quick he is getting through his progressions, but also how quick he rips this ball. I mean, it is ridiculous how quick this is, man. Jayden rockets this thing into Luke right before Budda Baker can get up there and make a play on this ball in between them. Great ball here from Jayden and a great win one-on-one by Luke McCaffrey. Just catches this cornerback flat-footed. Wastes no time, man. No hesitation on Jayden's part, and that release is so fast. Great ball, great win from Luke McCaffrey. Great execution here from Washington. All right, on this next play, we're going to leap from the last drive of the game back to the first drive of the game. And Jayden is going to connect with Olamide Zaccheaus here on an out route. And a couple of things. One, I think this is great play design here from Washington. I want you to look at Noah Brown and Zaccheaus Brown is going to run two Cardinals defenders into one another, which if Jayden had held on to this football, I think that Noah Brown might come more open on this corner route. But I also love the anticipation and the timing of this ball here from Jayden. He notices that the defenders for the Cardinals get tangled up, and he doesn't hesitate, man. I love this. And he throws this ball right as Zaccheaus is getting into his break and turning his head. Like, great timing and communication here from Jayden and Zaccheaus on this ball, but also great play design here from Kingsbury to get two Cardinals defenders caught up. I think both of these guys, Noah Brown and Zaccheaus, come open on this play. Good design, great timing and anticipation from Jayden to get this ball out quickly, and a good route concept here from Cliff Kingsbury with Noah Brown and Zaccheaus. All right, we're going to jump ahead one drive to the second Commanders drive of this game. First quarter, drive number 2, play number 4, 1st and 10. And Jayden is going to hook up with Terry McLaurin here on an out route. And again, this is where Jayden's elite timing and anticipation comes into play here. So the first guy that I want you to look at here is the Arizona Cardinals defensive back matched up with Terry. He is slowly shading further and further back, and this is a disguised blitz. The Cardinals aren't actually going to blitz this linebacker, number 58. These are the two guys to look at here. McLaurin is running an out route. Daniels looking over it that way. Right as McLaurin gets into this break, the Cardinals defender's hips are still turned. He cannot break on this football. And right as McLaurin is getting into this break, Jayden is firing that ball. No hesitation, no wasted, no extra steps. Jayden is firing this football out there, and he delivers it perfectly right outside of the reach of the linebacker that dropped into coverage, right on the sideline where McLaurin can tap his feet on, and just inside that corner. I mean, he reads this perfectly, no hesitation, great ball, great decision, just perfect execution here from Jayden. Next play we're going to take a look at is in the second quarter, the following drive number 3, quarter number 2, play number 4, 2nd and 3 here, and he's going to connect with Noah Brown here on an out route. And again, man, you just see Jayden making life easy on himself here on this play. He knows that Noah Brown is going to run an out route, and right before he snaps this football and puts Jeremy McNichols into motion, the corner for the Cardinals is slowly backpedaling, which signals that he's going to be probably dropping into a deep third or a deep fourth, depending on what coverage that the Cardinals are running with. And so he knows that as he's backpedaling, Noah Brown is just trying to get to the sticks. He's not running a deep out route. This is a 4 or 5 yard out here from Noah Brown. More like 6. But he's going to find Noah Brown easily. Like, that corner just does not have enough time to break on this football and break this pass up because he has given Noah Brown way too much of a cushion. So, great play call to just get ahead of the sticks. And, again, no wasted time here. Jayden knows that Noah's going to come open. This corner has no shot at breaking up this pass, no hesitation. Rookie quarterback making his life easy on himself. All right, next play we're going to take a look at. We're going to jump back to drive number 2. So second quarter, drive number 2, play number 8, a 1st and 10 here. And Jayden Daniels is going to connect with Olamide Zaccheaus on a comeback route. I love everything about this play. But first, I want to zoom in on Zaccheaus, and I just want to give him credit for running a fantastic route here in selling this as a go all the way. As wide receivers say, everything's a go until it isn't, until right at the last minute. He sells this as he's going all the way. Great timing here from Jayden as well. This is not an easy throw to make. He's on the run here, rolling out, but Daniels is very capable of making these throws. But it's a mastercraft of a route here. Keeping his shoulders upright, keeping his head upright until the very last minute where he breaks it down on this corner. And great timing here from Jayden is right as he's breaking on this, Jayden is firing this football. It's a great play call and play design to have Jayden rolling out to his right. As Zaccheaus is on the comeback route, right, it's his dominant hand. He's going to have a lot easier time rolling out and throwing on the right. It's also just great execution here from Jayden. Knowing when to release this football, he delivers it in a perfect spot on the sideline to Zaccheaus. And it's a great route here from Zaccheaus. So I love this play call. I love the play design, and the execution for both of these guys is utterly phenomenal. All right, next play we're going to take a look at here is in the third quarter. It is drive number 7, play 11, 3rd and 8. He's going to complete a pass to Brian Robinson Jr. here for 4 yards. They don't end up getting the first down on this play, but the reason I highlight it is because Jayden makes chicken salad out of chicken you know what. The Cardinals are going to end up blitzing 6 guys here, and the Commanders only block 5, which means they are at a pretty big deficit here. They got a free rusher here for Arizona, and pressure gets home immediately from everywhere on Jayden, from the right side, from the left side, and from the interior up the middle. And even though they don't get the first down, the reason I highlight this play is because not many quarterbacks can make it. I mean, with 9 out of 10 quarterbacks, this is a sack all the way. Jayden has the wherewithal to flush out of the pocket, to avoid a sacker, and to make this throw on the run. Again, they don't get the first down, but this is one of the most special traits that a quarterback can have, and that's turning negative plays. This is a sack with so many quarterbacks into positive plays. It's one of the things that Jayden does best. Again, they don't get the first down here, but he escapes the pocket. He makes a throw on the run. This is not a play Jayden's supposed to make, and I'm very impressed that he did, because this can go from a drive that ends inside your opponent's territory, and you end up with a pretty easy field goal, a makeable one, where if he gets sacked here, this goes from inside 40-yard chip shot field goal to, if he's sacked back here, this quickly turns into a 50-plus yard field goal. It's an invaluable trait in today's NFL to be able to turn negative plays into positive plays, and Jayden does exactly that here on this one. All right, next play we're going to take a look at here is the second quarter, drive number 3, play number 1, 1st and 10, and Jayden's going to find Zach Ertz out of the backfield here. Not a crazy play by any means, but I just think this shows you some of the veteran instincts that Jayden already possesses, man. Pressure gets home here from the left side. Left tackle gets beat. Jayden immediately recognizes and doesn't hesitate to step up in the pocket. Steps up in the pocket, so decisive, and just tosses this ball out to Zach Ertz. But it's like he doesn't hesitate. He's not flustered. He's not under duress. He's not panicked by this pressure. Calmly steps up in the pocket, keeps his head up and downfield, and just shuffles this ball out to Zach Ertz. It's very simple. But Jayden is so decisive, and he's got such great poise for such a young quarterback. He's not flustered at all. All right, next 2 plays we're going to take a look at are from the Commanders' final drive of the first half. To set the stage here a little bit, the defense just got the Cardinals off the field on a turnover on down, so the Commanders are going to take over at their own 42 with 30 seconds left in the half. Crucial series, a chance to get some more points before the end of the half. And Ertz is going to catch one from Jayden over the middle. Admittedly, this is bad coverage. You were going to have 2 Cardinals go underneath on this drag route, leaving Ertz wide open. So definitely busted coverage here from Arizona, but Jayden makes them pay. They both go with that underneath receiver, nobody over the middle. He finds Ertz with a perfectly placed football to get them into enemy territory. And right on the following play, Jayden back in a shotgun set. Again, time is dwindling down. Half is about to end. You need to get some points here. I just love how decisive Jayden is. Pocket closes in on him fast. Nobody's open downfield. Okay, well, he finds the seam and immediately scrambles, doesn't hesitate, finds the seam, runs right up the middle, and sets the Commanders up to get some more points before half, which they did. They convert the field goal and take a 17-7 lead heading into the half. It may look really basic. It may look really simple. That's the beauty. Jayden really does make it look that easy. And those are just the passing highlights for Jayden from in this game. The next, we're going to look at some scrambling highlights here from Jayden. First one, his touchdown run in the third quarter. Beautiful blocking here from Washington. I mean, this is beautiful work. The first guy that I want you to take a look at here is Noah Brown on the far side. You would think that Noah would block the cornerback, but no, he blocks the edge rusher who never even sees him coming, allowing the right tackle, the right guard, and the running back for Washington to break free and have to block basically 3 defensive backs. One, I have to give credit to Jayden because you can run plays like this because Jayden's one of the greatest rushing threats ever at the QB position. I mean, he has special speed, special acceleration, and special agility. You just can't call this kind of play with any ordinary quarterback. But I also have to tip my cap for elite blocking from Washington up front here. For Noah Brown to seal the edge like that and allow the big boys to get out in space to create this easy scoring opportunity for Jayden. It's a home run on all parts. Great play call from the offense. Great execution blocking. Again, look at that man, Noah Brown. And then Jayden Daniels, man, you got to be a certain level of talented to call this play and to have confidence in Jayden to accelerate and make it happen. Great execution on all ends here from Washington. We are going to jump back to the first quarter, first drive here for this play. Very, very simple. Just a read option here in the red zone for Washington. And this is the threat with Jayden, man. This is what makes him so dangerous. He's already so far along as a passer, but having this kind of ability scrambling makes him a really, really special weapon. And so it's a read option, fake handoff here, or, decision here from Jayden. Freezes this linebacker. He makes the right read. He sees that Jayden is going to come free, but also McNichols just gives him a little bit of a chip here, which gives Jayden the edge to get here to the outside to the sideline to make this a positive game. Like I mentioned with the last play, you just can't call a read option with every quarterback. You got to have a requisite pair of wheels to call this play and to make it happen, and Jayden does. Great execution, and again, man, you can only run this with certain QBs. Jayden is one of them ones. Next play we're going to take a look at is in the fourth quarter, drive number 8, play number 4, 2nd and 3. And Jayden is going to scramble out of the pocket here for 10 yards. It's a single back formation, play action to the left side of the field. And so what this does, it's going to take the majority of the defense to the left side of the field, and it's going to open it up for Jayden on the right side. Just credit to him, man. Again, one of the things that has stood out on tape so much is just his poise and his decisiveness. There's no hesitation here. He knows he is getting vertical on this play. And I also love that Jayden fakes like he's going to throw this ball for so long. You see that double pat. He's still directing traffic downfield. That causes some of these Arizona defenders to not break down on him and try to make a tackle. They have to stay in coverage because of the threat that Jayden is still going to make this throw downfield. He doesn't. He ends up tucking it and running. Decisive, poised, composed, and still dictating the defense, faking out, pointing guys down the field, tapping the ball as if he's going to throw it. He's controlling the game right here, man. And Jayden's going to make you put a QB spy on him. The Cardinals did not put a spy on Jayden. Jayden is such a special rushing threat that I think teams are going to have to adjust and have to put a spy on him moving down the rest of this season. And I talk about Jayden's legs being a real weapon. Well, I want to talk about Jayden's gravity for a second as such a young football player. We're going to look at a couple of Brian Robinson Jr. runs, and I just want you to look at what the threat of Jayden potentially running does to this defense. So the first one we're going to look at is on the first drive of the game, a 1st and goal situation. Brian Robinson Jr. touchdown, and I just want you to watch the edge rusher on the right side here, number 45. He can't completely commit to Brian Robinson Jr. because he is so scared of the threat of Jayden rushing this football. Never breaks on Brian. He's the only guy that can make this play because Washington's blocks are holding up front and have created him a lane. He is the only guy that can shut this down, but he can't. He completely freezes because he's afraid Jayden is going to reel this ball back in and scramble for the touchdown. It leads to an easy TD for Brian Robinson. And then another run later in this game, because this is unquantifiable stuff. This isn't going to show up in the box score, but it is very, very real. An 18-yard run, and something very similar happens where the threat of Jayden running freezes 2 Cardinals defenders from breaking down into the box because they need to set the edge. And this is also phenomenal blocking on both of these plays from the Washington offensive line. They deserve an immense amount of credit. But Jayden is going to freeze 2 Cardinals defenders here because of the threat that he might pull this ball back and scramble himself. Opens up easy running lane. 45 gets caught with his eyes in the backfield, a little too slow to react, and boom, Brian Robinson Jr. is gone. All right, on to the few negative plays that we have from Jayden's game. They're very, very few. First one, second quarter, drive number 3, play number 5, a 1st and 10 here, and Jayden is going to throw an interception to Williams here. I think there's a little bit of a miscommunication and timing issue here with McLaurin. First of all, I don't think McLaurin ever sees this ball come out. I think that he realizes this ball is coming his way very late in his route, just doesn't have enough time to turn his head and really make a great adjustment to catch this one, and Greedy reads it all the way. He is backpedaling, and just makes a great break on this ball. So Great play from a Cardinals defensive back, but I also McLaurin does not see this ball coming out, and I don't think he's expecting to get targeted on this play. The bigger issue here with Jayden, there are just two guys that are way more open. This is a risk that he shouldn't have taken. McNichols is wide open in the flat with space to work, and Zach Ertz is going to come open over the middle. He is open on his entire crossing route the whole way. So really the lone bad decision that Jayden made in this game was firing this football. All right, I've only got one more negative play to look at here from Jayden, and it actually ended up being a positive because of how comically bad the Cardinals secondary was in this game. We're going to look at the third quarter, drive number 7, play number 4, 3rd and 13. He's actually going to connect with Noah Brown for 14 yards on this play. The reason I included in the negative plays is just how long Jayden waits to throw this football. It takes him an extra second or two to realize how open Noah Brown is on this route. Noah Brown is open for a solid 4 seconds, which is a very, very long time in football play terms. And it just takes Jayden an extra second to make this throw. So it ends up being a positive, but this is one of the only instances on tape where I found that Jayden wasn't on time, and it still ended up working out in the Commanders in his favor.
So what are some big picture takeaways for Jayden Daniels through 4 weeks? Well, first, his accuracy is remarkable. He rarely misses throws at all or is off target. I counted 3 missed throws all games against Arizona. Next, his feel and decision-making is already really elite. When that first read is open, he is cutting that football loose, no wasted time. He's throwing with great anticipation. I think he's got really good timing with his receivers already. And his release is insane. Jayden Daniels, like, just getting rid of the ball, it's so quick. Another takeaway that I'm already ready to stake my claim in is Jayden's one of the elite scramblers ever at the QB position. Like, when we're looking at the best of the best, I'm talking Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray. I'm already ready to throw Jayden into that ring of scramblers. He's elite at evading pressure and would-be tacklers. He's so hard to wrap up. And he blends that rushing ability with elite accuracy, pinpoint accuracy and control already as a rookie. And I think he's got the 2 most valuable traits that you look for at the QB position: play extension, play creation, and self-creation. And as I mentioned a myriad of times throughout the video, that ability to turn negative plays into positive plays. And I really think we're just scratching the tip of the iceberg with Jayden Daniels' potential with play extension. I think he's going to connect on some more big shot plays through the air out of structure as the season goes along. And I think you're really going to see his scrambling ability manifest itself into elite play extension in big shot plays. I also want to give a ton of credit to this Washington team as a whole. I love how Cliff Kingsbury and the Commanders are weaponizing Jayden's biggest strength. They have tailored the offense to his skills instead of fitting them into a sort of rigid system. I love how they're weaponizing him with read options. I think it opens up the running game for this room. McNichols, Eckler, Robinson Jr. That constant threat of Jayden keeping the football and running just opens up running lanes for them. And I really like the Washington surrounding talent they have. I've been impressed with the offensive line. I like the running backs. I think the receiving core is really good. And I'm really high on this draft class as a whole, I think. That's another big takeaway for me is I think the 2024 NFL draft could be the modern equivalent of the 2004 NFL draft. If you think back to that, Eli Manning goes number 1 overall. You've got Phillip Rivers in that class. You've got Ben Roethlisberger in that class. I think you're looking at 3 really, really talented prospects who I believe a lot in, right? Caleb, Drake May, and Jayden Daniels, I all look at as future NFL franchise quarterbacks. I think Jayden and Caleb are going to get there. I think Drake's going to get there. And I don't know. As for the other QBs, I'm not as sold. I like Penix. I like Nix. I like McCarthy to an extent. But those 3 guys seem like franchise quarterbacks to me. And another big take, like, I think he could be better than Lamar at his apex. And I know that's high praise for a rookie versus a guy with 2 MVPs. And I know that Jayden is much older than Lamar was as a rookie, so it makes sense that he's further along as a passer. But he really is so much better as a passer already as a rookie. Now, I want to be clear about something. I don't think he can ever be as great as Lamar as a rusher. I think Lamar is the greatest rushing quarterback we've ever seen, with his agility, his elusiveness, his acceleration blended with that top top end speed. But I think the ceiling for Jayden is a little bit higher because how great I think he can be as a passer. I mean, he is so far along already as a rookie. Jaden Daniels is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in football. And if you blink, you might miss it, man. I think it could happen a lot sooner rather than later. But what do you guys think? Where do you think Jaden could end up among the league's best quarterbacks? Do you think he has best quarterback in the league potential? And just what are your expectations for him this season and his career as a whole? And what have you thought about his first 4 weeks? I think it's historic. I think that Jaden has the potential to be maybe the greatest rookie quarterback we've ever seen. I mean, I know that's high praise considering with what we got out of Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud, but Jaden Daniels right now is on that trajectory. So I'm very excited about his prospects. But let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys soon.